Okay, I'm going to read y'all some cute little poems here. I wrote this one from the last time I was here, so I wrote this for y'all. It's called The Poetry Reading at Lola. The first thing that I told them was, if the word poetry scares you, but just think of these as songs without music, with words that do not rhyme. And the second thing I told them was, you will know the power of my poetry when I'm drinking beer that's running down your butt crack and drips off your asshole. Y'all ain't had enough to drink yet. Well, this weather makes that whiskey taste good. Okay, this is called City People Are Just as Dumb as Duct Tape is Smart. A friend of mine from the city called me the other day and told me that he had just got back from camping out in the woods for the last 2 weeks. He told me that something weird had happened. He said he had gotten a tick in his belly button and asked me what he should do about it. I told him, first off, you're a stupid, idiot, goofy, bastard moron because you live in the city. I grew up in Johnson County in the country, and every time we went camping, we'd put a small strip of duct tape across our belly buttons so that kind of stupid shit wouldn't happen. But if you get one in there, there's only one other way of getting him out. That's to lay down flat on a picnic table or something and have someone pour some kerosene, lighter fluid, or if you're hardcore, some gasoline into your navel. Then light it. And count to 3.
Some dark shit.
If the heat don't make him back out, then that fire will. Trust me.
Yeah.
The Queen of Johnson County. Nasty fucking bitch. Bacon greased hair. 3 large trash bags full of clothes in the back seat of her fucked up car.
Yeah.
Well, hell, I can't see. A McDonald's wrapper stuck to her nasty flip-flop foot as she sucks dick out in the convenience store parking lot so she can buy more scratch-offs.
Drink 40. Yeah. Keep going.
Chill water.
It was the flip-flops that sold it.
Yeah, I like flip-flops. Not really. I just like the word.
Drinking 50-cent draw beer at the Malibu. Y'all don't know anything about that bar because you're not old enough. I can already tell. But the Malibu Lounge was on Hemphill Street, right across from the old Justin Boot Company. I was telling a greasy, made-up-faced Chihuahua about a girl that lives in a very nasty and dirty place. From over my shoulder, my brain unscrambled the barkings of a Heinz 57 mutt saying, I'd believe that. I got a sister-in-law that lives like that. I don't see how my brother can put up with her nasty ass. My husband left me for a woman that I used to hang out with. Her house was so fucking nasty, she had maggots crawling around and shit, so nasty that when I'd bring over a 6-pack of beer over and shit, and I'd pull up there and honk, she'd come outside and say, come on in. And I'd say, no, just come on out of here and we'll sit on the hood of the car and drink our 6-pack. She was a good friend of mine, but we ain't friends no more since my husband left me for that trash. She fucked 3 of my brothers too. Even when he was living with her, they were all in there fucking her. They'd call me on the phone while they were fucking laughing and shit. And my mother wants to know why I don't get along with my goddamn brothers. Ignorant bastards. It was bad enough he had to go live with that slop, but do they have to keep aggravating me? That's about the time when my sister stumbled up saying something about this old dude she had just talked into buying her some beer. She was saying, come on, goddammit, he bought us 3 pitchers. Look, we only got 10 minutes to drink them. Get up, I could use some help. Get up here and drink this goddamn shit. It's free.
It's free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace. My sister's birthday should be the 21st. I think she'd be close to 70 years old now. She used to ride the train tracks all over the U.S., down in Mexico. And we got a call from her one day. She was down in San Antonio. She'd gotten some trouble. A guy she was traveling with, they got in a fight. He threw her off the train and busted her up. We had to go down and get her. After that, when she mended up, she couldn't run fast enough to catch the trains no more. So she had to settle down. She ended up dying from a West Nile, a mosquito, a little bitty ass mosquito got her ass. All them mean fuckers she met out there on the damn train tracks couldn't kill her, but a mosquito did. Okay, this is called, it's about another dead friend of mine. I guess I'm reading poems about dead people tonight.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in fucking power. Anybody here a fan of the New York Dolls?
Oh, goddamn it. Anyway.
See, y'all don't even know. Yeah, goddamn.
Those chicks.
Bunch of youngsters.
Those chicks.
Anyway, the guitar player died this past 2 or 3 days ago. Anyway, this is called, he was so fucked up that his skinny rat-faced girlfriend had to help him to the car and it was still daylight outside. All of a sudden, she stood up real fast. Then a skinny little arm, like one of those cheap wooden or plastic dime store back scratchers, reached down with some urgency and no mercy and started scratching at her crotch area. I kind of took a half step back and said, "Goddamn." She looked up and said, "Oh, don't worry. Ain't nothing gonna jump off and get on you or nothing. Me and him just ain't had a bath in a few days." She helped him to his feet. Drool was starting to seep out of the corner of his mouth. He was home and didn't even know it. He looked like an upside-down J, all humped and crumpled over. Poor Eric.
Yeah.
My friend Eric, he loved the Painpill.
Woo.
This is called, I always go to different places. This time, walked out behind the well house where the storage tank still sits. And I can't see them. I got bad light up here. That's all right. We're still having fun. This is called Anheuser-Busch. We went to a little get-together the other night. The only kind of beer they had was Budweiser. I told her not to drink too much of that shit. She asked me why not, and I told her, "Listen, baby, you've been drinking Miller High Life going on 13 or 14 years now, and if you drink a bunch of that Bud, you're going to get sicker than a goddamn dog." Well, she called me from work the next day. She asked me if I would come bring her some clean pants and underwear. I asked her, "Well, why do you need them?" She said, "I thought it was just a fart, but it wasn't. I shit on myself." I didn't say a word about a thing. I said, "Okay," and I took her some clean clothes. About 3 or 4 in the morning, I heard something bad going on in the bathroom. I could tell just by the sounds it was coming out of both ends. At the exact same moment I opened up the door to the bathroom, she leaned over to vomit in the bathtub. Her butt came off the toilet seat. When she heaved, stuff came out of her mouth and her ass. Shit got all over the commode and even splattered up on the wall. It smelled real bad in there. When she looked up and saw me, she said, "Oh, baby, oh, daddy, help me, help me." Holy Christ, I've never felt this bad in my life. Backing out and closing the door, I said, "The hell with that. I told you last night you're going to get sick, but you wouldn't listen." Now you know why they call Budweiser butt wiper.
Yeah.
Piss on the fire and call the dogs. I'll tell you one goddamn thing. I may not know a lot about a bunch of stuff, but I do know one thing, and that's cooking outside. I use nothing but native Texas wood, and I make my own sauce right there in the kitchen. And I'll tell you another goddamn thing. My sauce is so good that a while ago, I took me a hot link sandwich outside to sit down and eat. I opened up the top to pour on some of that sauce, and this ain't no lie. Before I could put it down, 9 flies landed lined up on that hot link. Before I could even say shoo, the third one in line looked up and said, "Hurry up with that shit, you crazy looking son of a bitch. Hell, we ain't got all day. Our lifespan is only 24 hours long." I don't know. It might have been the beer, Well, I could swear that a few of them had on some of those little Roy Rogers cowboy hats and boots. I tried a can of Shiner while ago. I've never had Shiner in a can before. I've always drank it out of the bottle. I don't like the way it tastes out of the can.
Yeah, you can't fuck up tonight, man.
This is called The Day No Failure It. Grew hair and started smelling funny. You know that something weird is happening to you because one day you're standing in some shoulder-high Johnson grass taking a piss. You notice that the two balls in your bag are just about the same size as two of those cockleburs over there. Then about 2 or 3 weeks later, you get this uncontrollable urge to see how a girl squats and takes a piss. You already know, by God, it's different, completely different than the way you do it. After a revelation like that, of that magnitude, you never ever look at a game like hide and go seek the same way again. Son of a bitch. Little Miss Easy Bake. To all y'all goofy bastards that like to cook on gas grills, I found one in the trash one time, sitting out by the curb on trash day. I took it, hauled it in the backyard, and I field dressed that motherfucker. I mean, I took and gutted that bitch. Anyone who cooks outside on a gas grill needs to be in the kitchen with a damn dress on. I've got that thing out there in the backyard right now, full of hot coals, just waiting for some ribeyes. I left one knob on there just so that I could get drunk and laugh.
Yes, sir.
We'll get some music up here pretty soon. Y'all just hold tight. We're getting an education here. I smell weed.
No, you don't.
It might be me. It could be me. That was damn refreshing. Let's see here.
That or the weed.
All of it. It's all good in the neighborhood.
Don't be serious almost to legalizing it.
I can't see very good. I'll cut the deal kind of short. Let's see. Maybe you can see this one.
Is that the best weed you taste?
It's called If God Created Beer. Oh, fuck. Blake, it's the man. Jack and Jim Beam, they don't get along together, but they're going to tonight. No, well, no. Cheers, folks. Yeah. Love you too, baby. See my new girlfriend showed up and sent me that?
Show us them titties. Shazam! Shazam!
Yeah, Shazam! Jack Daniels tastes a lot different than Jim Beam, don't he? Okay, if God created beer, then it's all right with me. It's 105 degrees right now where I sit. It's a damn good thing that I like hot beer, because there ain't no way in hell I can keep that shit cold. I was out in the yard a while ago washing off 6 cans of Pabst Blue Ribbon. Those cans of beer have been sitting in stagnant water in an ice chest in the garage for 4 weeks. We've had 17 straight days of 100+ degrees. When you leave cans of beer in water that nasty for that long, the cans develop a slimy kind of film on them. I was fixing to put them in the freezer when I heard my Christian neighbor. He was out in his yard, front yard, hollering, "Put that down, it's got nails in it." I know that he was talking to one of his 4 fundamentalist kids, but I couldn't help but wonder, was that something that he meant, or was that something he just heard 2,000 years ago? When my slime-free beers get cold, I don't think I'll give a hot fuck anyway, so to hell with it. If God had a hand in creating beer, Well, then I guess he's all right. Other than that, I can't fucking afford him.
Wanna hit this?
All right.
I'm
Later.
good, man.
I'm not waiting for me to drink. I'll sit here. Y'all can watch me drink. Who's next? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody.
I'll sit here and find out. I ain't got nowhere to go.
Pull your pecker out.
What? Fuck out of here with that gay shit.
Fuck you, Dave.
That's right, you tell
Just
him.
like last time. Everybody say, fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.
Now we're having fun.
All right.
Who is playing next?
The greatest musician of all time. Mr. Joel Murray.
Joel Murray's playing next. Joel Murray?
You both.
Oh, you know coming up.
Joe.
You. Okay.
Yeah. Gotta hop him up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Come hit this blunt. I know you want it. You look like you've hit a few.
Sure has been fun.
Give a round of applause, everybody.
Oh, if anybody's got any like disposable income, I've got books and art for sale.
Right on. Get your plug on.
If I can make it out of the thin chairs.
Woo!
You good? Hey.
I did it. I'm up.